There was a time when cars from China weren't necessarily worth a second look. But as many of us already know by now, Chinese brands that have recently been introduced or reintroduced in our market have been stepping up their game. Chery is one of those returning brands from the People's Republic. But is it now more impressive than before, just like how other China brands have become these days? Well, today we have with us the Tiggo 7 Pro, the newest car in Chery Philippines stable, and it might give us the answer to just that. I admit the Tiggo 7 Pro doesn't look that unique, but it also makes the look more likable. You've got a honeycomb grille flanked by these aggressive looking headlamps. You've got horizontal fog lamps here, and there's accent provided by this gray trim underneath. Now, there's one thing I don't like about this one though. It looks very modern, very sporty, but the grille, it feels very plasticky. It doesn't feel very sturdy at all. Now, I like the rear end a bit better than the front. The tailgate looks very macho, and these stylish tail lights add a lot of character to the car. My biggest gripe here are these twin exhausts. This and that one over there, they're both fake, and there's only one tailpipe underneath. I was never a fan of these, and I guess I never will be. What I am a fan of is this. The Tiggo 7 Pro comes with an automatic liftgate. That's a very big bonus for a car at this price point. Now, before we go inside, let me show you something. The Tiggo 7 Pro also comes with an automatic lock-unlock function. With the key fob in your pocket, you just walk towards your car and it unlocks automatically. Easy cake! There's an abundance of leather in this cabin, and it actually features a nice colorway too. The inside is mostly black, but thanks to the pillars and the headliner, which have been finished in a nice grayish hue, and to the red accents and the white contrast stitchings, the cabin gets a lot of flavor. Though I must admit, the mats are a bit overkill. There are a lot of toys in this cabin. There's a wireless charging pad here. There are automatic climate controls with aircon vents at the back. And the infotainment system thankfully has Apple CarPlay, although there is no Android Auto, but still, that's still a win. There are speed sensing door locks, and there are one-touch power windows all around. And of course, there's the sunroof up top. In terms of space, there's a lot of headroom even for the back seat, and there's still a lot of legroom. With my driving position, I can still sit very comfortably out back. I can even work there. Sadly, as impressive as the interior is, I can't really say the same about the engine. The Tiggo 7 Pro has a 1.5-liter turbocharged inline-4 engine that generates 154 horsepower and 210 Nm of torque. This is mated to a 9-speed CVT that sends power to the front wheels. On paper, it's pretty powerful. It's a pretty powerful engine for a car its size. But when you're driving along the expressway, yeah, sure, even in eco mode, it can get you up to speed in a jiffy. But when you reach 90 to 100, the car feels a bit wobbly. I have an issue with the transmission. It shifts too early. That was probably engineered to keep the car fuel efficient, but I actually hear some rattling when I'm driving at low speeds. Now, if you're only going to drive this one around the city, you probably won't have the same complaints as I do. Especially since the Tiggo 7 Pro comes with a few safety features that will actually come in handy for everyday driving in the metro. You've got cruise control, but I doubt you'll be able to use that through EDSA. But you do have, of course, ABS with EBD, and you have emergency brake assist, among many others. There's also a 360-degree view monitor that can help you park. Now, speaking of fuel efficiency, the gauge told me that I got about 18 kilometers per liter on the highway, and on a 1-hour trip from Laguna to Pasig, I got about a little over 10 kilometers per liter. So, for 1,198,000 pesos, the Chery Tiggo 7 Pro definitely feels like a steal. It's got all the bells and whistles that you wouldn't expect to come in a car with this price tag in this segment. But it still has some room for improvement, like with under the hood. But hey, at least by the looks of it, Chery is headed in the same direction as the likes of other breakout Chinese brands like Geely and MG. Who knows? Maybe one day the brand will finally take off in our market too. Anyway, that's about all the time we have today with the Chery Tiggo 7 Pro. As always, this has been Leander Gresham for Top Gear Philippines, and I'll see you in the next one. See? It locks too. I was never a fan of these, and I guess I never will be. What